things happen as they happen, child, he told it me. His word ran rings around me like I was Saturn. He was older, I was younger, but we were openly discussing, and I told him, I ain't gonna stop at nothing. And he smiled knowingly. He said, child, you need to know something. He said, that fire in your belly will eventually be dampened. Your eyes will be broken windows in abandoned houses. You will stand around in the crowded precincts, not even wondering but what made me sink into the sludge you fought against for so long. Every day will just be another day trying to hold on. He said, you'll sit and get tearful listening to the old songs, but you won't feel the heat. You'll only notice when the cold's gone. I said, no man, not me. Nothing's ever gonna stop me. He said, fine. Remember that in due time, when you've bent your back for ages trying to make changes, you'll realise trying to make a change is dangerous. I said, change is never dangerous. Change is essential. He said, change don't come at the end of your pencil. Change comes in each mind that is ready to embrace a new way of seeing things, a new way of being in the world. It was me and him sat there in a fleeting wind. A couple minutes passed, we didn't speak a thing. And then he said, don't you see, one day you'll be old like me, and all the things that you hoped you'd be won't even matter. Deep water don't notice the little stone that disturbs its surface, because beneath the little ripples it's just surging on. I said, but man, I was born with a thirst and a purpose big enough to preserve, and my verse is strong. All I want to do is rouse souls with the words I'm emerging from. All the turgid wrongs in these murderous slums, I don't pray to no virgin son. I pray to the burning sun, and I don't suffer no fools who believe that their learning's done. I believe the universe is one, and I know that my work is to search and run and keep moving, ripping my chest with the lyrics to put my breath in the city. It tickles my flesh and my memory of the soul with the best. I trust I've been influenced, yes, I keep flowing. Cause me, I'm half priestess, half circus freak. Bright eyes with a dirty teeth, yes I'm weak and I'm nervous, but I will keep my feet on the curb. I'm the geek who can work the beat, and we can speak till the morning creeps. But you will never stop me trying to reach for those sprawling peaks, cause I believe they are ours to find. He was like, alright, fine. He went, now I know for sure you got the stars inside. Here's a little message for your heart and mind. It's for your hearts from mine. He told me, in this life of high pretense, you must keep burning bright if your light's intense. You must never lose sight of what you fight against. You must accept that you can never know what your life has meant. And if you write to vent, well that's fine, but you should write to set alight, cement and change time. He said, if you're the type with a light to share, you need to know it takes a mighty heart to try hard in the lion's lair. When everybody's out for the lion's share, you need to be like the mouse hiding out in the lion's hair. That's when he fixed me with the kind of stare I've never seen before. And then he hobbled away. The night opened her mouth up and swallowed the day. And I sat there on that bench feeling lost in the grey. And I swore to myself I would honour every word he had offered my way. I would honour every word he had offered my way. Like, if you're the type with a light to share, you need to know it takes a mighty heart to try hard in the lion's lair. When everybody's out for the lion's share, fuck that, you need to be like the mouse hiding out in the lion's lair. I hold you in my arms. Your age is told in months, and there's things I hope you'll learn, things I'm sure that I learned once. But there's nothing I can teach you. You will find all that you need. I mean, no flower bends its head to offer teaching to a seed. The seed will grow and blossom once the flower's ground to dust. But even so, if nothing else, one thing I'll entrust. Doing what you please is not the same as doing what you must. Doing what you please is not the same as doing what you must. But if you're the type with a light to share, you need to know it takes a mighty heart to try hard in the lion's lair. When everybody's out for the lion's share, you need to be like the mouse hiding out in the soaring the sky that had always been beyond his reach. He felt like a champion. His feet kicked the clouds. His arms were bound in the feathers of his father's labour, which a little while later would be ashes and vapour. Cumbersome limbs furnished with powerful things. He heard the wind speak every time he felt his wings beat. His father flew before him, and so the course was set. He said, don't fly by the waves, kid, your wings will get wet. But don't fly so high that the sun melts the wax. He said, stay on my path, son. Follow my tracks now. share. You need to know it takes a mighty heart to try hard in the lion's lair. All he ever wanted to be was good enough. All he ever wanted to say was the right thing. But as long as you live for the way you're perceived, you will never create, only bright things. All he ever wanted to do was the done thing. All he ever wanted to make was the grade. But as long as you live for other people's opinions, well, you can never be more than afraid. All he ever wanted to be was good enough. All he ever wanted to say was the right thing. But as long as you live for the way you're perceived, you will never create only bright things. I hold you in my arms. Your age is told in months. There's things I hope you learn, things I'm sure that I learned once. But there's nothing I can teach you. You will find all that you need. No flower bends its head to offer teaching to a seed. At last, we watched these cities topple. We knew this beast would eat itself. It feasts itself into digestion, shitting us out in a mess of rejected intestines. But we, weakly-willed, we cry tears when we hear that the beast is killed, because each has spilled themselves before it and begged this beast to eat its fill. And people still believe that somehow their rewards will come. That's why they're keeping still, heeding the shrill pitch of its persuasion, living each day for the next temptation, because we extended the invitation. We coaxed that beast down from its hills. We said, come wreck our hearts, come fill our hands with wealth and don't show no mercy. But the beast, it fooled us, told us it loved us when really it ruled us, subtly screwed us all down into place while we wept in its name and we begged for a taste. At last we watched these cities topple. We knew this beast would feast itself. Europe is lost. America's lost. London is lost. Still we are clamouring victory. Europe is lost. America's lost. London is lost. Still we are clamouring victory. All that is meaningless rules, and we have learned nothing from history. The people are dead in their lifetimes, dazed in the shine of the streets. Oh, but look how the traffic's still moving. The system's too slick to stop working. Business is good and there's bands every night in the pubs, and there's 2-for-1 drinks in the clubs. Oh, we scrubbed up well. We washed off the work and the stress, and now all we want is some excess. Better yet, yes, a night to remember that we'll soon forget. Oh, all of the blood that was shed for these cities to grow. All of the bodies that fell, the roots that were dug from this earth so these games could be played. I see it tonight in the stains on my hands. These buildings are screaming. I can't ask for help though, nobody knows me. Hostile and worried and lonely. We move in our packs like these were the rights we were born to. Working and working so we can be all that we want. Then dancing the drudgery off. Oh, but even the drugs have got boring. Well, sex is still good when you get it, so let's spend the afternoon in bed with 3 bottles of wine and love the day into the night and forget we don't have time. Instead of parties, people, madness, I know, let's just doze inside, turn off the phones and be alone and forget about our lives, so that when you're gone and you're far away, I can unearth you from my core and I can remember afternoons in bed and miss you all the more. Come on, let's spend the afternoon in bed with 3 bottles of wine and forget the edgy past we shared, those memories of mine. Forget the shame and awkwardness, how I bombarded you with love. All them drunken horse confessions about your name pounds in my blood. I know, let's just take off all our clothes and watch the sunset on the city while we smoke through open windows and pretend we're not too busy to allow ourselves the pleasure of discovering each other's shapes, you know, colliding inch by inch until you've given all that you can take. And then when it's the night, let's get dressed and walk around. Go drinking till the sun comes up and make this town our town. Let's go staggering through alleyways, laughing into kisses, throwing looks across these crowded bars like pennies thrown for wishes. We are lost, 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 and still nothing will stop, nothing pauses. We We have ambitions and friendships and courtships to think of, divorces to drink of, the thought of what? The money, the oil, the planet is shaking and spoiled. Life is a plaything, a garment to soil, the toil. I can't see an ending at all, only the end. And I feel the cost of it pushing my body, like I push my hands into pockets and softly I walk. And I see it, this is all we deserve. The wrongs of our past have resurfaced despite all we did to vanquish the traces, man. My very language is tainted with all that we stole to replace it with this. I am quiet, feeling the onset of riot. But riots are tiny, man. Systems are huge, man. Traffic keeps moving, proving there's nothing to do, man. Because it's big business, baby. And its smile is hideous. Top-down violence, structural viciousness. Your kids are dosed up on medical sedatives. But don't worry about that, you lot. Worry about terrorists. The water level's rising, the animals, the elephants, the polar bears are dying. Stop crying, start buying. But what about the oil spill? Shh, no one likes a party pooping spoil sport. Massacres, new shoes. Ghettoized children murdered in broad daylight by those employed to protect them. Live porn streamed to your preteen's bedroom. Glass ceiling, no headroom. Half a generation live beneath the breadline. Oh, but it's happy hour on the high street. Friday night at last, lads, my treat. All went fine till that kid got glassed in the last bar. Place went nuts, you can ask all I knew it was madness. Road ran red, pure claret. Oh, and about them immigrants, I can't stand them. I mean, mostly I mind my own business. They're only coming over here to get rich. It's a sickness. England, patriotism. And you wonder why kids want to die for religion. It goes work all your life for a pittance. Maybe you'll make it to manager. Slave for a wage, cost the beige days off on your beach babe calendar. The anarchists are desperate for something to smash. Scandalous pictures of fashionable rappers in glamorous magazines. Who's dating who? Political cash in an envelope. Caught sniffing lines off a prostitute's prosthetic tits, and it's back to the House of Lords with slapped wrists. They abduct kids. They abduct kids. They fuck the heads of dead pigs. But him in the hoodie with a couple of spliffs, jail him. He's the criminal. It's the board of it all generation, the product of product placement and manipulation. Treat them up, brutal duty of care. Come on, new shoes, beautiful hair. Bullshit, saccharine ballads and selfies and selfies and selfies. Here's me outside the palace of me. Construct of self and psychosis. Meanwhile, the people were dead in their droves, and I mean, nobody noticed. Wait, some of us noticed. You can tell by the fucking emoji we posted. But if you're the type with a like to share, you need to know. Yes, it takes a mighty heart to try hard in the lion's lair. When everybody's out for the lion's share, trust me, you need to be like the mouse hiding out in the lion's hair. You need to be like a mouse hiding out in the lion's hair. When time pulls lives apart, hold your own. When everything is fluid and when nothing can be known with any certainty, hold your own. Hold it till you feel it there, as dark and dense and wet as earth, as vast and bright and sweet as air. When all there is knowing that you feel what you are feeling, hold your own. Ask your hands to know the things they hold. I know the days are reeling past in squealing blasts. Stop for breath and know it's yours. Swaying like an open door when storms are coming. Hold. Time is an onslaught, love is a mission. We work for vocations until in remission we wish we'd had patience and given more time to our children. Feel each decision that you make, feel it, hold your own. Hold your lovers, hold their hands, hold their breasts in your hands like your hands were their bra. Hold their cheeks in your palms like a prayer. Hold them all night and feel them. Hold back, don't hold back. Hold your own. Every pain, every grievance, every single stab of shame, every day spent with a demon in your brain giving chase, fucking hold it. Know the wolves that hunt you in time. They will be the dogs that bring your slippers. Love them right, and you will feel them kiss you when they come to bite. hot snouts digging out your cuddles with their bloody muzzles. Nothing you can buy, including a Glastonbury ticket, will ever make you more whole. This whole fucking thing thrives on us feeling incomplete. It is why we will search for happiness in whatever stupid thing we crave in a moment, and it is why we will never find it there. It is why you will sit there with the lover that you fought for, in the car you sweated years to buy, wearing the ring you dreamed of all your life, and some part of you will still be unsure that this is what you even want. Stop craving, hold your own. But if you are satisfied with what you have and who you are, you won't need to buy new makeup or new outfits or new pots and pans to cook new exciting recipes for new exciting friends to make yourself feel like the new exciting person you think you're supposed to be. Happiness, the brand, is not happiness. Happiness, the brand, is not happiness. You are smarter than they think you are. Yes, they take us all for idiots. That's their problem. If we behave like fucking idiots, though, it's our problem. So hold your own. Breathe deep on a freezing beach. Taste the soul of fucking friendship.